Hello and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. I'm Shadow Coast and welcome to the channel. Now, unfortunately, I do play on two gaming rigs and I uploaded and somehow overwrote my entire Corpo run to date. So we have to restart, which is very frustrating. So we are going to jump in, we're going to speed through a bunch of stuff and get back to where we are. This is our Corpo Netrunner build. So let's jump back into Cyberpunk and create our handsome devil, or a handsome devil Corpo. So let's get started here. I'm gonna try to sort of speed through this. We want masculine V. Skin tone, we're gonna go for, that looks kind of tannish. Skin type, this one drove us nuts, so we're gonna just stick with one. Hairstyle, we're gonna take a slightly different hairstyle. Ooh, kind of like that one. No, I don't like the mullet though. Well, I promise we won't take too long on this, but character creation is a hallmark of RPG games in general and something I like. So we used this hairstyle before. I kind of don't like it. It actually was a little buggy. So we're gonna go here. That looks like a corporate look. Gonna do jet black. We have enough money to dye our hair. Eyes. I think that looks good. We're gonna go classic brown, although we're gonna get some augmentations here. Eyebrows. We want some manly yet well plucked eyebrows. There we go. Nose looks kind of good. If I open that door, we could be here a while. Mouth. That looks good enough. Ears. Ears are weird. We'll just leave it. Alright, cyberware. I like a clean look. Teeth is weird, so we're gonna leave regular. Eye makeup. Alright. Blemishes, no. Off. Nail short, nail color fine. Let's get to work in our handsome devil playthrough. So we are doing a Netrunner build. So we'll take a minute here. Body is all about health points, stamina. Intelligence will be one of our main attributes as a Netrunner, if not our de facto primary attribute. So we're going to go ahead and max this out. Lots of good stuff here. RAM deck, cyber deck RAM capacity, quick hack damage, increased quick hack duration, stuff like that is important. So as a Netrunner, and hey, yeah boy, welcome to our Corpo Netrunner playthrough. We unfortunately are restarting. We made a lot of good progress, but since I play on two rigs, I overrode it, so we have to restart. Long story short, cool is our secondary stat because we want to be super sneaky, and honestly a mono wire sounds pretty awesome. And we're gonna put a point into body actually to make us a little more tanky. So when I do the build, to be honest, I am going to probably put my first couple points into intelligence and cool. So we're going to try to get these to probably 10 or so. And then I'm going to bring up body, reflexes, and technical ability to 5 just to make sure I have space to upgrade the skills that sit beneath them. And you'll see how that plays out once we get in game. So let's get going. Alright, Corpo, few leave the corporate world with their lives, few are still with their souls intact. You've been there, you've bent the rules, exploited secrets, and weaponized information. There's no such thing as a fair game, only winners and losers. Let's get started. So for those watching the live stream, I just like I just said, I am kind of replaying stuff because unfortunately, my two gaming rig setup really kind of screwed me over, and I uploaded to the cloud at different saves, and it eliminated my Corpo game. So we are going to speed through a lot of this fairly quickly if we can, and I apologize. The mirror gets a little bugged out, so that is just a bug in the game with OBS, which is the recording software I use.
I'm here.
So we're gonna jump right in.
Fine. Just.
And I'm actually having, like, even on my screen, things are flashing, so some weird bugs going on.
Yeah. I barfed. It's just stress.
So we're gonna try to speed through this prologue, although we will take a minute to enjoy stuff.
We had a leak. My boss called. Dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone in Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Alright, I really...
Don't worry about me. I'll manage on my own.
Try and get away from the mirror. Alright, so we are not new to Night City. And I am pretty sure we should be playing on... I think we're on hard. Yeah, game difficulty hard. So we're not going to go very hard. And I actually don't think... Can you... Oh, you can change it. That's interesting. Well, we're going to keep it on hard for some difficulty. Let's get running. We're going to pick some stuff up. Interestingly enough, we don't need to read that. Interestingly enough, it's bugged and I can't actually use my scanning ability, which might be intentional. I don't know if it is or not. We're going to pick up some data shards and other stuff for later on. And we got a bunch of good stuff, and let's head over to Jenkins' office. There's not that much to grab, or that much else to grab here. Now, if you do some, you know, running around and looting, that can pay off. Why? Oh man, I feel like the patch might have given me more problems, which is not a good sign.
Frankfurt, that Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps. Hanging up. I'll be in my office.
All right, my man Arthur. He was our coattail that we rode up the Arasaka Corporation, and he's pissed because Abernathy undercut him, and I believe might have stole his promotion or something along those lines. Either way, this guy, I don't think he becomes important, but yeah. So I cannot scan. So maybe that was a patch and you weren't supposed to be able to scan the entry point until you get your Karoshi optics implanted. So maybe that was a fix. You can actually take this.
He's in his office.
Alright, thank you, dude. Alright, we will talk to this guy. Frank. So Frank works for Abernathy.
Frank.
And he may or may not make an appearance later on. So we're going to try to play a little nice. And we're going to speed through this. And basically, we can gain intel. Like, this stuff doesn't matter if we don't talk through it later on, since we've already done it. Long story short, he works for Abernathy. He's the competition, at least at one point. These people just don't really do anything. You can't run into too many rooms. However,
protocols active. System security confirmed.
Also, you can't run down that hall yet until you talk to Jenkins, so it's not worthwhile. Now, I do recommend checking the tables, because there's some interesting tidbits that you can pick up. Again, we can't scan, and I hope that's not a permanent bug, because then we are totally screwed if we can't scan. There's another data card. I think you're not supposed to be able to scan until you get your Karoshi optics, so they might have patched that. Night City branch. Grab some stuff. And there's really no one else to read. Basically, they're like, oh, he's so screwed because of Frankfurt.
Please enter the antechamber.
And we're like, yeah, we're probably screwed. Let's go talk to Arthur. Again, we're trying to speed this along because we're replaying a lot of this, so I do apologize.
Have a seat, V. Be right with you.
Alright, check this
We have to
out.
handle this voting issue
The
before we lose our
ESC over
bases
there.
in the sea of clouds.
I think it's the
They're about to
ESC.
begin. What's the
Yeah,
situation?
European Space Council. Now watch this. He's talking to somebody.
Yeah, just as we thought. You know what to do. Start now.
They just fried half the council, if not all of it. Holy smokes, Mr. Abernathy. You are relentless, and I'm glad that I'm riding your
Director
coattails.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
Alright, ya boy. We'll catch you later.
Bitch.
Have a good day.
Always have.
It's not the first time she
This
screwed
isn't
you.
the first time Abernathy set you up.
No, not the first. Smeared me in front of Japanese execs, so she'd be the one promoted to director of Spec Ops. A cunt. Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
You need
You
to
have
defend yourself.
Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue.
We'll crouch down, equal footing. Alright. The data shard.
Proof of my trust. Go on, take it. It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics.
Alright, so we're gonna go to shards. We can't actually see this shard.
Trauma team
I was gonna
card,
try to hack
names
it,
of her closest associates.
because we are a Netrunner.
Driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband, everything. Use it and make sure
Alright, now do we have it? Shards. I don't think it shows up, unfortunately.
Abernathy won't be a problem anymore.
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too. Use this money only. Find the right people for the job. No corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know
45,000?
inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use.
One day
don't
we will
disappoint
hopefully
me.
purchase our own AV, but it's
Jenkins,
far away around. It looks like he has some more cash down there.
I need an analysis
Can
of the
we-
legislative procedures.
Don't mind me, sir. Okay, never mind. We can't grab it, and I'm pretty sure there's not a lot in this room. I don't think there are any kind of key papers or information here, but we're gonna double check. I'm a little disappointed we can't try to hack. Oh wait, there is something over here. And we will see once we get the crochet optics if we're just bugged and can't use the scan function.
I have those reports you asked for?
We
They were
are a
supposed to be
handsome
ready
devil.
Yesterday.
I know, but I have them now.
Send them to my inbox, and you and I will have a word about this later.
Hey, V, you alive? How's things in the Viper pit?
Need your help, Jack. Got some biz.
Always biz with you, mano. You in some trouble?
Not yet. Right now, I just need a soul I can trust.
That kind of sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
All right.
Is it Frank? Tell.
So basically, we have a decision to make. Do we keep the guy in? We're gonna keep him digging because we're a handsome devil, so we have to make some devilish decisions. And that is one of them. Open drawer. We're gonna use cognitive booster. Help us think a little bit. And we're gonna pick up the card. Looks like trauma team, that platinum. Pretty good deal. And let's check out our computer. So a few things. We have a file. Summary report NUSA. Long story short, further human gathering required. Current data are circumstantial, do not follow indisputable conclusions. Vacation, previous week's results, blah blah blah. I don't think there's anything like super important here. One interesting fact is if we go to one of these things, what was it? I thought it was the news. So if we click subscribe now, Arasaka doesn't allow us, or NetWatch doesn't allow us to actually spend money to release the report. So just thought that was interesting. There's really nothing else here. You can read through this stuff. Delamain is a super nice car service. The detail is pretty nice. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can kind of see. We can see our profile. We're employee NC 770416. So that's that. We're going to stand and get back to work. And we have a new shard from Netwatch. Now, I am pretty sure we can't crack anything there. Nothing. Articles. Okay. So we're gonna go take the AV and head over to Lizzie's bar and continue our storyline to catch back up. Trying to run through as quick as possible.
Access granted.
Alright, thank you. Not being able to scan is a huge bummer. Gotta say, scanning is fairly critical to everything we do. So I'm hoping that Karashi Optics fixes it. So we'll see.
Please provide your destination.
Which actually I don't think it will. So we might just be straight up bug.
Lizzie's bar.
Noted. En route.
Can take a drink.
This is N54 News broadcasting with a breaking story for you. A conference of the European Space Council screeched to a grisly halt following a failure in a neural stabilization system. 5 European Space Council members are dead, while 3 remain in critical condition. Authorities are still looking into what might have caused this shocking incident. The council
Look in
members
Night
were all
City.
wearing Biotechnica-provided
This is the
devices.
life. Drinking
Corporation's
champagne,
representatives have as yet refused to comment.
flying around the
Corpo
city,
is on the scene.
super
We'll have
swanky
updates on
AV.
developments as they come to light. Stay with N54 News for the latest.
Now, if we cannot, for whatever reason, life coach.
Hello, V.
Yes? We weren't scheduled to connect till the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading. I felt I should call. Is everything in order?
Things are dandy. Everything is.
Just think back to our last session. The neuromotor relaxation exercises 3 times a day. They'll soothe and lift your spirit. I know this.
Sure, okay. See you later.
Alright, we need to stay centered and calm and not use so many meds. This is one of like the I really enjoyed this kind of scene.
No designated landing site has been detected at the destination.
Find a spot close to the bar, as close as you can. Fuck procedures.
Initiating landing sequence based on new parameters.
We'll land wherever the heck we please.
We have arrived at your destination.
Fuck's your problem, Psycho Suit? This look like a landing pad to you? Could have fucking crushed us. Jesus Christ.
Okay, no, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
Alright, so we're gonna load because I'm pretty sure that not being able to scan is a bug, and if we can't scan in this game, we're done as a netrunner for sure. Yeah, it was a bug. Yeah, so now we can scan. Okay. Alright, I'm glad that we were able to fix it. And we're just gonna do some, I think we keep this stuff. Okay, we're gonna run over here, grab some stuff. And here's one of my favorite parts about this. Right here, you have to watch this. Boom. Nothing but okay, well, we use the backboard, but still pretty awesome. Deep shot.
Seems trouble wants in.
I thought there was like a air hypo.
Keep an eye on the AV for me, will you?
I don't get paid to do that.
I wasn't asking. And not a scratch on it when I get back.
Welcome to Lizzie's.
I thought there were some med hypos here that we could pick up, but maybe not. And I thought we could keep them for later once we kind of fast forward in time. So we will see. There we go. And I'm not sure who was just yelling, but it sounded like someone just got wrecked. So part of the reason we want to do light looting here is that some of the stuff will add up if we, you know, loot it all and sell it. Eddies or money can be difficult, so we are gaining a few good items. We have a baklava, and we have 3 max stock at Mark 1s Basically, that's our healing item.
Come back to my place.
And then there are a few data shards. So we're not going to try to collect every little single thing. But some of them you can crack the encryption, which we're going to outline hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, I think there was only one up here. So, boom. That's right.
Looking for your Joom? Already here, tapping his fingers, waiting for you.
You can't order anything. And then we're just doing a quick scan around. Because in a minute, we're gonna go from being at the very top to, that's right, the very bottom. Okay, let's get a move on. We're gonna try to speed through some of this.
It's good to see you, cabron. Now sit down and tell me what's got your shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. You know how it is. Can't complain, but we ain't here to shoot the shit about me. Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Oh, needless to
Jackie,
say.
before I start, this stays between us.
Por supuesto.
I'm serious. This thing, it could ruin me.
So could I. You do realize who you're talking to, right? The guy who's done this before. You remember what happened in Mexico, at the border? I peep one word.
Alright, so we trust you. We'll give him the data shard.
Delicate situation, I know. That's why I need somebody I can trust.
This ain't no delicate situation, hermano. It's a hit.
Yep.
Now, what do you say we liquor up and talk live? Gracias, mamita. Double tequila with grenadine and lime. Nothing better for drowning nerves.
To this.
Was that a toast? The hell does that even mean? You raise a glass to your mama, your hermana, to the mamacita you'll meet at the bar, but this doesn't say a damn thing. To this. This job and all the rest of that Corpo bullshit. You know.
So we're gonna speed through this.
Think I have a choice? If I refuse, they take everything and leave me nothing.
Yeah, well, let them. They'll also take the fist they got gripping your balls. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty picky about who I let touch my balls. And Saburo and his matones, oh, they definitely do not make the cut.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm still well within their reach.
You'll always be within reach. Always.
So I think that's the guy we saw in the elevator.
Got a problem?
When we were walking out.
Is that right?
Did Jenkins send you? Don't believe I know you.
You don't, but we know you very well. Jenkins assigned you a task today. You'll share all the details with us.
No, don't believe I will. That's between me and Jenkins.
Fuck!
How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive, huh? Your access to company networks is hereby revoked.
He just took all our
In 2
money
minutes,
except the
any
cash
company
we had in our
cybernetics in your
pocket.
possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from Jenkins. This will conclude termination procedures.
How the hell did you find out?
That is not your concern. The data, now.
Information's on the shard.
Smart choice.
We done?
With the formalities, yes. But I think Abernathy would gladly up our fee for ridding her of a piece of rot like you. Stand up. You're coming with us. Come on, move it.
Yeah, spin it. think you fellows might have forgotten just how far from home you are. Not sure this barrio's your style, let alone a healthy option. Queda claro.
Is that a threat?
Jackie just saved her butt.
Maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it, somebody might die today.
We have what we came for. It'll do for now.
I'll be seeing you, I think. Everyone remember that guy's face.
Ooh, dodged one there. V.
Well, we owe Jackie one.
You all right?
Like shit. My throat's like sandpaper. I'm not sure I can breathe.
We're gonna speed through this again. We're trying to catch back up to where we were.
TT policy's gone, Jack.
That's trauma
so
team.
My biochem controllers, company pad. I mean, they've seized my bank account.
Jesus, you sure you feel okay?
Give me a minute.
So we basically are going through withdrawal because of all the implants.
About to say I still have a friend. That's sweet.
No, dumbass. You still got that wad for the hit job, don't you? Probably some fat-ass chunk of cha-ching. Just right for a new start. That's right, fool. Buckle up. Hey, you hearing all right? Don't look so hot. V! Hey, hermano. Your new life, it starts now.
Alright, there we go.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a Major League player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard.
Alright, we're gonna skip through remaining portions and we're gonna run through this first mission. Now we are a Netrunner, or Netrunner. Wow, Netrunner. Netrunner build. So we're gonna focus on intelligence and some cool. So we're gonna keep stealth and use our hacking ability to distract and take out enemies. We are a handsome devil, so we have no qualms eliminating or killing people. But you know, we will occasionally.
Not now, Jack. No time.
We will occasionally leave people alive, but not unless we really need to. So we're fine being lethal more often than not.
Elevator.
So real quick, we're going to pick up some stuff. I thought there was a box of ammo, which we're going to want. A clothing thing, but we need to be level 2. Some handcuffs, which technically count as junk, which I would argue... Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. Whoa, okay, it's a little buggy.
Targets Sandra Dorset,
Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back.
I will
Suspect
say
abduction.
with the patch,
Target could have possibly flatlined already.
I'm
Not sure
playing
you're in
on
time.
PC.
We're in time.
I've had more bugs
Sure, you're
since
on
the
phones,
patch
but
than before
that'll
the
make you any
patch,
less
so
part of this squad.
Squad.
I think we're trending in the wrong direction.
Bug, you could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call the damn helpline.
So for those playing on PC, this took me a while, but if you double tap Alt, left Alt, you actually holster your weapon. It drove me nuts. I was trying to figure that out. If you hold Alt, you open up the scroll wheel to select what you want. And you can also holster your weapon. So we're getting some med hypos. We're down to 2 because I stupidly used one.
Target should be inside, but I got 0 eyes on her biomon. Fingers crossed.
We'll
it's not
pick up a
you.
lot.
Ugh,
Get out
this
of the way,
life
lady.
Jack in the door. Hurry. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
Oh, why are you being weird? There we go. Okay, nothing there. Just gonna loot everything because
Is that her?
don't worry, Jack. We'll save her.
Sandra Dorset's protected under Echelon 2 Corpo immunity. Our girl's top shelf. This one's packing black market Zetatech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups.
So again, we're trying to speed through here because we're trying to catch back up to where we were. We have no qualms killing this guy.
Couldn't have done that better myself.
Now back here, we want to stack as many healing items as possible. We're playing on hard. And being a Netrunner early on, it's a little bit more challenging, I found, than if you're going high body reflex
More
build.
bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
But that just might be also, I'm not like, I'm a really more strategy type game than call it FPS type player. But I do enjoy myself a very good RPG. The one thing I will say about Netrunner, despite all the bugs, is it has phenomenal writing and story, which I really enjoy. So they really got that right.
Take one down. Just real quiet. Hey, grab the one closest. Let's take him. Suerte. All down. Limp meat. But probably not the last of them.
Alright. So we don't meet any of the requirements. That actually is worse. We're just gonna go straight up and decommission some of this stuff that's not as good. Cyberdeck. Okay. So this one's worse, and this one's worse than what we have equipped.
Move on. Move up. Right behind you, V.
Alright. So we're going to practice some breach protocol. So we can take our time here. We need E9 and E55. So we want to line it up. So E9, then we can go down to E55. We're just practicing. Let's focus on this guy. hopefully we can take out this guy. Alright, and Jack took down another one, so we don't have to worry about them. Just doing some looting as we go. We can come back out here once we're done. So we're staying in Netrunner stealth mode. That's how our primary playstyle will be throughout, although we'll level up weapons because that'll be important. Oh. Alright, Jackie ran right in front of him, so some AI problems.
Looks like you got him. You're clear to go.
Shit, where the hell's our...
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
Alright. I'm not too worried. We're gonna take our time to loot some stuff. Ammo is always important, so grab it where and when you can. Depending on your playstyle, you could run out of ammo. Now, being a Netrunner, we'll be primarily using hacking and quick hacks and stuff like that. I'm not sure if we can now get into there. I don't think it's gonna let us in there. So that is, I guess, trade-off of not going in guns blazing because we can't. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I don't think a grenade will. Well, why the heck not? Why the heck not? We'll science this. Will that blow a hole in the door? Nope. Okay. Well, there's a little room back there with some stuff, and I was gonna see if we could access it. But unfortunately we can't. T-Bug hacks the shutters and opens them for us. If we were to engage in combat with that guy. But we were sneaky and stealth killed him. And Jackie prefers the... Alright, let's get a move on. We've done enough looting.
Jesus fucking Christ. Think I got her. Jacking it.
So we're just gonna speed through this.
Sandra. Alright, so long story short, she has a trauma team on the way now because we were able to remove the blocker. So the trauma team will be on their way to do their thing and save her.
Scav rats abandoning ship.
Which is our mission.
Trauma decided to cut their losses.
Their trauma team is?
Landing. Stand clear. Initiating security protocol. Follow all instructions. Place the patient on the ground. Five steps back. Now. TT-133 to control. Patient NC570442 secured. Stimulus being administered. 70 milligrams dopamine.
Alright, well, good luck, Sandra. You're in the trauma team's hands now. We've done what we could.
Let's get out of here.
Shit show's over. Cutting my wires now. See you in the near future.
Listen, Mano. I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels? I got a date with Misty, but I can't take them.
Won't leave you hanging, Jack.
Oh.
She's all yours. I'm beat as it is.
I haven't tried locked. Locked, I'm assuming. You walk through there. Locked. Just thinking around. Experimenting to see if there's any hidden Easter eggs or rooms.
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako on the holo. Tell her the job's done.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well?
Of course she's alive and well. That's what we agreed, isn't it?
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away. But I guess home is the only place you wish to be now. The NCPD has surrounded
we can't
Watson.
speed
The
up
district
this
is
one.
closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for the heads up. Swing by to see you later. Word's out the NCPD is gonna put Watson on lockdown. If I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, we better put it in 5th.
Leave it to me, Mano. I'm driving.
Alright, let's see if we can speed through this. I don't think we can.
Can't stop
Readjusting my headset.
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, Mano. Not just any other city.
And
Morgan Blackhand, Andrew Wayland, Adam Smasher. Legends are born here.
alright, that should hopefully be a little better.
Man, I'm starving. Let's grab a tight bite. What do you say?
Okay, so there are different weapons we're going to want to level up as we go. Shotgun will be good. Action blocked. We can't equip weapons? Uh-oh.
Jackie, they're locking down Watson, remember?
Oh, shit. You're right. Is it just me, or... Oh, fucking knew it. Man on our ass, tailing us.
Now can I really feel like... I would have liked to... I probably should have equipped more than one weapon. Alright, so...
Fucking drive, Jackie!
Come on, Pete!
Hands, keep her steady!
Can I not? I guess we can't change, we cannot change the, or add weapons later on.
Got you, asshole! Pete, aim for the driver!
What do you think I'm doing?
Chingado!
Well, I was hoping to use a double barrel shotgun on that one, but you want to let me
Scratched
equip
your
it.
baby up pretty bad. Sorry, V.
It is sometimes tough to tell what's buggy versus like what the game's supposed to allow you to do. Like that scanning, for example, that was a bug before where we couldn't scan. So,
Damn. Pulling out all the it stops.
Watson's on lockdown to further notice. Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What's it that makes me so special?
Heart of gold? Because only somebody with a heart of gold can understand just how much I need to get back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be worried sick if I don't show.
Alright, we're really gonna try to speed some of this up.
Stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Let them through. But they're the last. Okay, on your way.
You have a good evening now, officer, ma'am.
So you can be nice when you feel like it.
When am I not nice?
Always?
I'm always never not
Hey,
nice.
Ken. Urton. So I have to replay my Corpo playthrough because I actually made it to Act 2. And then because I play on 2 different rigs, I stupidly uploaded from my other rig, which overwrote my Corpo. So we're starting over. So the Netrunner build is a lot of fun, but I'll be honest with you, it really sucks early game. Because I feel like body is more heavily used. So we kind of mimicked the build. You can see here, if we look at our characters, you can see I put 6 into intelligence, 6 into cool. I did throw 1 into body instead of technical, which I would have preferred to do. Because I do think you probably want body and reflex to be a little bit high to earlier game to just make it a little bit easier. Because it is kind of hard to completely net run or hack your way through everything. The other thing too is like there are bugs in the game, so it's hard for me to tell if I'm just not seeing certain things or pathways, or if it's bugged out that I can't kind of visually use it to approach a challenge a different way. So we'll see how that comes into light. So the mission, the pickup, for example, there is combat in there. It's, I think, almost impossible to fully stealth your way through. We're going to give it a go to try to leverage stealth and hacking to do it. Once you get to Act 2 and you've leveled up a little more, Netrunner is super fun. I really enjoy it. Just, you know, sneaking around, using some better daemons.
What about you? Not likely to make
So
it back to Haywood
hopefully that
now.
helps.
Chill, V. They'll let me through.
Sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
Let's...
I'll play nice Jackie again.
I missed, I was talking, I missed the fast forward button. Second Amendment is not only for the rich. Some weird drifting sounds. Alright, see ya, Jackie.
I will. Ahí luego.
There it is. Get some components. Just picking up some random stuff. As we go, ashtrays were $3 apparently. Seems like a lot for an ashtray, but maybe they're nice ashtrays, I don't know. Vinyl records also sell for, not $3, 3 eddies, excuse me. So we're just kind of looting everything because all this junk does add up eventually.
Long-awaited repairs to Ring Road East may begin as
So, like, one of the examples of early game going Netrunner build that kind of sucks is...
Forgot earlier. A runner I know has something you could probably use. Zip in your deets.
Great. We're going to optimize the early missions where they're just geographically going to drop us in specific spots, so we'll see how that plays out. I think this thing's bugged out. Yeah. And this one drives me nuts. It's bugged out. Oh, we scared them. Why are you scared of me? I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay, well, we accidentally scared them. So before we open our stash, we're going to equip that. Requires level 4. Yeah, much better stuff. We'll put on the jacket. V's favorite shirt. So we don't want to get rid of V's favorite shirt. Iconic American fight. V sneakers. Alright, so we're gonna do assault rifle, get rid of the gun, get rid of that. Okay, so we're gonna take the katana that we have, and we're going to put in V's favorite shirt, V sneakers, get rid of V's pants. We probably should grab some pants. Shoulder straps, con sleeve, old athletic shorts, ankle boots. Will look weird as heck, but we'll there we go, put on some shorts until we get pants. Just trying to keep it clean. We're a net runner, so it's not quite as critical for us to have like super strong tanky gear. We're gonna focus more on this. We really need to upgrade our operating system here once we can. Okay, so here we go. I really want to max out intelligence and cool, but I'm going to put a little more in body for now. So we're going to put one more point into body. We're going to get to 5, and then we're going to focus on these two, and then we'll bring up technical ability. The first perk point I'm going to put in is cold blood, so that starts leveling up. So when we defeat enemies, we get stacks of cold blood. Movement speed for now, and that's just to start leveling it up. Let's rest. I don't think we can fast forward through. Act 1, we've officially completed the prologue. We're the Netrunner wearing shorts. We went from Corpo to a vagabond, almost. Let's see if this is...
Oh, V! You get any sleep?
Hold on, I don't want this to be bugged out.
No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jacked into that Corpo's biomon. No, neurovirus or... Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling, my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Yeah, throw on some threads, meet me downstairs.
Alright. We should have probably changed the nose. Okay. There's our Gawk. Just wanted to see if it's still bugged out, and it's still buggy. Gonna put that on, and I guess we took off our jacket. Let's check our messages. Medicine. Alright. And the NCPD breached the home of an Arasaka employee who hadn't been seen for 2 days. According to colleagues, officers discovered the man's body with the official Ripper doc noted cause of death as suicide by poison disgraced. So do you think this is... so we can't just... So basically that's probably Jenkins. We have reason to believe that Jenkins died based off that. So just thought I'd share that latest Arasaka death, but we don't know if it is Jenkins or not.
Hey V, Regina Jones here. If you're looking for work in Watson, give me a call.
How'd you find me? How'd you even know my name?
I know where to gather my intel. Could even call me a collector. Later, V.
Alright. Thanks, Regina. We're gonna sell junk. Confirm. We'll sell this for now. We have 1,300 eddies. Eddies are going to be tough to come by, but we'll accrue them over time. And as we loot and sell junk and stuff, it will add up. Trust me. Some stuff we can't just loot. Like it bugs out. Ashtray. Yeah.
Hey, yo, V.
Alright, so this piece is tough.
How you like my new punching bag?
And you'll see why we put a few points into body just to be not horrible with body.
So how about it?
Let's do this.
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
Alright, so... we're trying to work on our counter block because that's the that'll be the key to. Oh,
What have you got for sale?
Nope. All right, blunt weapons, some interesting stuff. You might need some bounce back.
You mentioned something about fighting.
Speed through this. We'll just say it sounds fair for now, even though he's profiting off of our hard work. Oh. Yeah, so... thanks, my man. This is our first iconic weapon.
Let's have a look.
Where is it? Over here. And we're gonna...
Thanks a lot.
So we can upgrade our iconic weapons. Dying Knight. I actually really like the Dying Knight. It's kind of about just playstyle and what you like. I think it looks pretty cool. Take a look at it. Nice. Now double tap Alt to holster weapons. What's going on over here? Nothing. Speaking of which, if we go over to inventory, crafting, if we click on upgrades and we click on it, we can actually upgrade it already. So we will. And we want to be upgrading stuff because as we upgrade stuff, that will impact our engineering ability. Or that'll impact our crafting ability, excuse me. Engineering is different. When looting drones, mechs, and robots, so this is all about looting stuff. And grenades, stuff like that. So crafting, excuse me, will upgrade as you disassemble and upgrade and do all that fun stuff. So make sure you do that. You want to always be upgrading. And we are just going to save the game a few times because I don't want it to bug out. It is important to save because there are bugs and sometimes reloading fixes those bugs. So we will be using our normal always be saving kind of thought process here.
Hey, wait, don't go.
This is Night City. This is the Badlands. So there's a lot to cover. Right now we are locked down in Watson, which is our starting area. And a lot will happen in just Watson. So we're going to try to get through all that, and the goal is to get to Act 2 semi-efficiently if we can. So we're going to MPD, scanner, hustles, NCP will pay you to help fight crime. Fixers, these are intermediaries, will inform you about local gigs. Gigs, fixers will contact you to approach when you approach a gig location. So that's just reading the map.
Man of the hour.
What are you eating at this early in the morning, my man?
Appetite, just waiting.
That's sushi?
Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Now, what you
Didn't
eating?
figure you was the type for Asian. Would have thought you'd find it too exotic.
What do you mean? What's there not to like?
I never noticed that
Noodles?
before.
Check. Since sirloin? Check. Get some more Chile action up in here, and you're looking at Mama Wells' signature sopa de fideos.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday.
Okay. He's got a job. He wants us to help him. So this is the introduction to Dexter Deshawn. Kind of pushing him on some of the extra info. And he's upgraded and fixed our car.
Thanks,
so
Jay. Much appreciated.
Some top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
So there are some self-driving abilities because we just called our car and it rolled up. Alright, so Coach Fred. Kabuki is the first one. And then Regina's there too with the introduction, so we can reference those. So, for those that might have watched my other Corpo playthrough, I am not much of a driver. So buckle up, here we go. Don't mind me, officers. I'm trying to stay in the lane.
I got a date. Me and Miss D.
You don't say.
She's so sweet. Really gets me, you know.
So those little blue symbols there that you just saw. Oh, nice. Once we get into there, we just automatically exit. Okay, so this guy's a Netrunner. He's wanted by the NCPD. But you can see that he's got a skull over his head, so he is way super high level. He will destroy us if we try to take him out. So we'll come back to that. This is Ko. Ko's in the game. He's a little bit crazy, but we could talk to him. But we're going to avoid that for now.
Hey, V.
Hey, Misty.
Dr. Vector will see you now.
Thank you. Wasn't there a... Yeah.
I'll sit tight over
Data
here.
shard.
Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
Okay, so interestingly enough, if we come in here, we can go to the roof. And if we go to the roof, I actually have no idea what happens because I've never done this before. So someone's yelling, and I think someone just jumped off the roof, it sounded like. That is super dark. I mean, we are in Night City. We have no idea what's up here. Looks like there's something of worth over there. A rare item. Ooh, power sniper rifle. Power weapons allow you to control the direction of a bullet, so it can ricochet. That's cool. Morgan Blackhand. Intro, think you got what it takes to be legendary solo, huh? Alright, good to know. Tales of his grandson. Wow, going to the roof really paid dividends. There's all this healing stuff. Rare item components. Okay, I am glad I came up here. I didn't have any expectation. Alright, we're not gonna jump off the ledge. Okay, some good loot up there. I mean, nothing phenomenal, but we got our sniper rifle. Hey, Canardin, sorry I'm watching while you're working. You went offline. Thanks for your answer. Oh, alright, thanks for subscribing, Can. Can you hear me if you're watching? You said I went offline. Does that just mean, like, I went offline? Or I bugged out there? Because YouTube has been having some challenges this morning. And we can pet the cat. Super important.
Vicky, spry as ever, you old.
Alright, so Ripper Docs are super important.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Whole kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys.
Alright, thanks, Can, for
Time I bumped up
confirming.
my sights and got a grip.
Just want to make sure everything's working.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex to Sean, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well.
Alright, so before we come over here, sit in the chair. There's a certificate so we can learn about how he's certified.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear?
Okay, so I think...
Chair, please. Sit down and relax.
You will eventually get pissed if we don't sit down. Oh, there it is. I knew there was another one. Ah, thanks, John.
Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances. Now jack in.
Yeah, I agree, John. The stealth
nothing
mechanics
tops that
are okay, but this game
Sounds
is
like
really
it could come in
focused
handy
on
Gave you my word.
guns and swords.
This might be too rich
But
for my
that being said, we're gonna
work something
really
out.
truly try
Right
to
now, I'm
stay
just out to
like
make sure you
Netrunner
get back in
stealth
one
cool
piece.
build
Eddie's in
on this
hand.
playthrough and try to be sneaky and just eliminate enemies from a distance and
peruse
not
and
be
choose
found.
while I scan. See what's
All
going
right,
on
so we're
inside.
gonna peruse and choose. Thank you. So we don't really have a choice here. We're gonna get the Kuroshi optics. I really can't tell the difference. So this looted cyberware can be installed or sold at the Ripperdoc Clinic. This ballistic is it Corpo or core processor or co-processor increases the chance to ricochet shots with power weapons. That's good because we do have a sniper rifle. If we had the eddies, we could purchase some more stuff. Micro generator. When your health drops for 15%, release an electroshock that deals damage to enemies. There's some really cool stuff here. We can't purchase anything. The one thing I want to purchase is the upgraded processor. So right now we have 2 base RAM, 4 buffer size, 2 slots, 6 base RAM, 6 buffer size, 4 slots. We need 11 street cred to purchase this. So we basically are stuck with the Militech Paraline
Mark
until
1, like I said, decent enough skill.
Until we get enough street cred and eddies to upgrade. I don't think we can find a microprocessor for him to install.
Ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this.
Alright, we're gonna speed through this. And we should have asked him what's up with him.
Wait.
Yeah, it feels like the dentist. That's tough to watch. Don't worry, he's just installing those Kuroshi optics.
Linking you in.
Optics? Wow, I cannot speak this morning. I have not had my coffee.
You might.
Because we have to catch up, and today's a day off I took, and I'm live streaming. Because we have to replay some of the beginning Corpo, unfortunately. We're gonna try to speed through this. All right, scanner.
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but for...
All right. NCPD
I also inject
database, so we can now figure out who the baddies are and take them out.
Now draw you.
Should we decide? So this is one thing that I really wish that the weapon that you equipped, the iconic one, it should have showed that if you had it equipped.
I don't know what to say.
Minor stuff like that I would have expected them to get right.
Remember the dosage.
All right. Thanks, my man. Jackie's like, hurry it up, we got stuff to do.
Who's winning?
Hernandez. You know, in the old days, that cripple Malone would have been flat on the boards. Now, every last fighter's got extra skull lining. Absorbs 75% of every blow.
Miss it, don't you? How's biz going?
Oh. Alright, we don't have 21,000 to pay off the implants, but we will get there eventually. Where's the cat? I hear... Oh, he's behind us. There we go. Good luck. I prefer dogs. I'm a dog person. But for those that like cats, you can pet the cat. So I love games where you can pet the animals. That's like critical. I feel like being a pet person is like good for the soul. If you're not one, that's okay. But pets are awesome, and being able to pet a pet is even better.
While you were in with the doc.
All right, thank you. So basically, he wants us to go meet with Dexter.
V,
Regina's.
Listen, I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise.
I can't speed through
that's
this.
Probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons.
To you, or rather,
There are people who say cyberpsychosis can be treated.
Right.
Ooh. Theft of valuable corporate property, bouncer.
And I know exactly how
He's
that
affiliated
sounds,
with the
but I
animals.
believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody.
Alright, I'll do my best not to execute people. Ooh, required sniper rifle. Level requirement 20? Body 6? Well, we're not sniping, that's for sure. Alright, John, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. That's super disappointing that we can't use a sniper rifle. Okay,
Try
good
to
to know.
incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up.
Okay.
I hope that's all clear.
That's clear. Alright, there's non-lethal takedowns and lethal takedowns, which we covered. Okay, let's talk to this random
mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to peek through them.
Gary the Prophet.
Cameras are all around us, even within us. Your joys, your worries, your life. For them it is
If
all.
anyone was watching and giving a damn, I'd have half the city.
And if you are their pawn, unknowingly carrying.
Alright, fair enough.
But who are those who follow our every step, you ask? Why the titans of entertainment in Alpha Centauri?
I'm getting some weird flashes.
In their wretchedness, they placate their
Okay.
weary and oppressed masses by putting our laughter, our tears, on full display.
Get next to him. I'll snap his tail if you arresting him for revealing government secrets.
Open your mind before it is too late.
Alright, let's go meet with Dex. Then we're gonna... Oh, sorry, thank you. Looks like something's going on. Alright, so here's the deal. There's a fight going on, so we can go actually check it out. We're gonna quick save. Okay, so Racketeer. Oh. Good. Okay. Performing certain action will reward you with street cred. Oh boy. So we were supposed to sneak up on her, and instead the quick hack I think revealed us. So that was my bad. I should have waited to... Alright, officer, you're welcome. We're gonna put our weapon away. So I was trying to build some experience with the katana. So why am I using different things even though I'm stealth? Well, because as we upgrade different skills and use different things, we get perk points. So what I'm really trying to do is spread the wealth out to maximize how many perk points I can get as quickly as possible. So that's why we're going to be using different things. And we're going to practice Breach Protocol because we're just trying to level it up again. So as you use stuff, you gain levels in game, and you gain skill progressions with using those things, which can unlock perks and other stuff. So we'll be very much doing that. This person's still alive. Guess we'll leave him. So there we go. Alright, we're gonna speed through this.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
I don't really like his jab.
Let's roll.
And you'll
Mind if I
find
ask
out
you
later
something right
why.
off the bangle?
Originally,
Would
I
you
thought
rather
he
live
would
in
be a
pieces,
good
Mr.
friend,
Nobody,
but
die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of
spoiler
urine,
alert,
or go down for
don't
all
trust
times in
anybody
a
in Night
blaze of
City.
glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
Alright, and we cannot fast through this.
There's some sort of test.
Just a pet topic of mine.
You mean riddles?
No, Mr. V. Ontology. Alright, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this.
So we're not going to fast forward
tech.
through this because it won't let us.
Biochip, to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Yeah? Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
We'll get back at them.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around. Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Client. What's her thing? Why she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Betting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End of convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, a.k.a. Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Corpo agent. What's she playing at?
Hell if I know. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk.
Sounds like she was waiting on the transport. Got stood up. Monochrome in the back's probably her chief suspect. Got nothing from him or on him, so she's keeping him just in case. But she needs to find the stolen gear before her bosses learn she fucked up.
Well, Mr. V, that is some impressive deduction. Naturally, use that intel as you please. Preferably well.
Alright, we will.
To do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though, is gonna be all you.
Alright.
One more thing, Mr. B. Quiet life or blaze of glory?
Alright, thanks,
Later
my
now.
man. we're gonna exit. And as we exit, Jackie will call.
Talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally a nod, yeah.
Claim to want to check our pro cred, but to me it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right. Heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of some Militech agent too, but I don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's
We're gonna go with Maelstrom first.
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods. Put my nose to the ground. Stick around. Hasta luego.
Alright, so we're gonna switch over to the gift, which should be in here.
T-Bug sent.
Alright. So we get this one, ping for 0 eddies. Then we're gonna come to our cyberware, come over here. We're gonna do reboot optics. Scan this thing. We're gonna breach protocol to level it up. 55, 55, an easy one. And then we're going to do ping, which is the top one. And then we can see that it's leading towards this thing, which we'll jack into. And then we'll breach protocol again. So 1C55. So we want to start 1C. There we go. And we got some money. Okay, so the pickup we will take on. So we are leveling up. Bodies 5, that should be in pretty good shape. So we're gonna go, we're gonna keep leveling up intelligence. And here's the deal, our next perk point we're actually gonna put into regeneration. So we just have this passively working for us, and then the rest of them are gonna go into cool and intelligence. So as I think about this, I really like silent and deadly. But what we want to do is we want the big sleep. This one is super critical, and I'm now wondering if I just made a mistake and I should have got this earlier. We should get a perk point, but we're going to get the big sleep, which disabling cameras is super important. And then from there, we're going to work on biosynergy. And then I Spy. So that'll be kind of our build, and then we're gonna build out this tree a fair amount, just given our net running playstyle. So we're gonna go meet with Meredith Stout. Where is her car? It's over here.
Stout here. Start by telling me how you got this number.
No more than your number. Heard you misplaced a convoy.
You
Spill what you know. Don't make me wait.
Transport fuck-up's toxic for you, I know. So listen carefully. You and me are gonna meet. See if we can't find a way to help each other out.
Mutual self-interest. Agreed. First exit off Skyline, driving towards the NID. Storm channel under the overpass. Meet you there.
Alright. Driving's not my strong suit. We could join in those engagements, but we're going to avoid them for now. Oh. Said Maelstrom up there above the entrance. Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna save.
Look lively.
Meredith Stout. Take it you were the one to call?
Oh, we have to shake her hand no matter what.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker? Set conditions? Got any more for me?
Get your fucking hands off me!
Christ, Meredith! Shut your trap! That fucking thing ready?
All set.
Now answer my questions. Honestly, forthrightly. Are you here alone?
I'll tell you who's alone. You. Failed to recover that transport and you're done. With not a soul willing to help.
Not another word. Do a sweep, now. Now listen, this piece of shit, Anthony Gilchrist. Is he your contact? Is he the one who leaked intel on the convoy?
Got no ties to Militech. None.
Checks out.
So how the fuck do you know so much?
Come on. All Corps use the same playbook. I know the game inside out. Listen, I know where the transport is. I can help you. Just want a favor in return.
I told you! I fucking told you! I'm not the mole! Jesus Christ! Shut him up! Unhand me now before I...
So we'll have some decisions to make here. We could save him. We could kind of save her butt. So we'll see.
I need a bot. Flathead model. Guys who ripped you off have it. Promise me that bot. I'll point the finger.
You have a plan how to deal with them?
Could just take it by force, but they're expecting payment. So I could go that route too.
Fine, the latter. But on one condition. You pay with our money.
Alright, we'll use your money. So this will be super critical here.
That the kind of subtlety they teach at Militech? Ship spiked with a virus, clearly.
That is true.
Something goes wrong, I'm the one they'll fill full of holes, not you. Time you were straight with me. What's on there?
A tracing algorithm. Latches on to financial streams.
Nothing you need to worry your head about.
Sounds solid.
So we're gonna
enough.
take the chip and I'll show you why. Alright, some shards have stuff we can crack.
Chip, and that's all you gotta worry about. Try to fuck me in any way, and I'll be seeing you real.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the shard, and we have so many shards. This one is under, like, just no title. And we're gonna click F to crack security. Now we have two choices here. So the timer starts when we start clicking. We can neutralize the malware. If we neutralize the malware, that will basically save Gilchrist and screw over Meredith. We could also go for the harder one, which gives us a copy, makes a copy of the daemon infecting the shard. So we're gonna do that because it's actually a pretty good demon, whatever. So BD FF55. So we want BD. So BD FF55. So BD FF55. And we've just made a copy. So we can close this out. Militech gets angry. We got our perk point because we leveled up. And we're gonna get unlocks the big sleep. I really want those two, but we're gonna do unlocks the big sleep, which will be super critical and important. The other thing we're gonna do, synapse burnout, lethal, deals moderate damage that scales higher based on how much health the target is missing. So what's super important here is that clearly Meredith lied to us because this thing is gonna wreck damage when they upload it. So we're gonna pause here. For those watching the live stream, thanks so much. I will be live streaming in about half an hour, maybe less. I'm gonna take a break. And then for those watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing. For those watching on the live stream and on YouTube, if you want to support the channel, I am actively trying to grow my channel, so your support is much appreciated. And I hope to see you in future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Shadow Coast out.